What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Tim here with bringing you another video from Morphed Out Reptiles 2025 clutch updates. So yeah, today's topic is definitely going to be, we have clutch 4 that was laid last night, so we waited till today to pull it, make sure the mom was finished up and everything. So we have clutch 4 to pull, and we're bringing you guys along for the ride. So shout out to Morph Market for the shirt, as always. And if you're new to the channel, we want to thank you for stopping in and checking it out. Hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with everything. Again, clutch 4. This female is definitely one that I'm very happy with. We ended up hatching her out here. Our good friends over at Flawless Exotic Creations, they have her sister, which was a version of the mom that we're going to show, but a super Orange Dream version. So this girl came from our early stages of our Chocolate Orange Dream project. We had a small project going for the Chocolate Dream Bee, which we did hit a few years back. um, that was before we knew that chocolate and spider combinations were in the same allele. So what we had thought we were shooting for was actually not able to be made for what our vision was. So we ended up getting rid of that project, but we did keep a few girls that were pretty much good gene base to work around with the Orange Dream Chocolate project. So if you guys know, Morphed Out Reptiles were very, very big on chocolate, and Orange Dream was one of the main genes that we actually started mixing into the chocolate years ago. So yeah, again, we're gonna do a clutch pool. We're gonna take you guys along for the ride, and let's jump in. All right, guys. So as we always do in our clutch videos and clutch pulling videos, we always go through and set up our egg box on camera in the video, just so that if somebody new is tuning in, you guys pretty much get a fresh start from each clutch pull that we do. And yeah, but we also encourage everybody to go back, check out our other videos, because we are filming every clutch that's laid here, and this is number 4. So if you haven't checked out 1 through 3, go ahead and slide over to the channel and check those out for us. We definitely appreciate the views. So what we're doing is we are zeroing out our hatchling tub, or our egg tub, on the scale, and we go through. Again, we have our substrate method on our tub, just in case. And we get 5 scoops of vermiculite. We're almost to the end of our vermiculite. I really do think that we're going to continue the rest of the season, since we're already getting eggs. But I am going to go ahead and order and try some Orbeez. That's like the new thing that everybody's been jumping to and liking. So we're going to end up getting some of those in, and we're going to run, since we have eggs in the incubator right now and cooking, we're going to set up a few egg tub boxes and let those run and see how they hold temperature, see if we can narrow in a good regimen for that before actually moving forward with all of our clutches in that uh, bedding for our eggs. So we always like to preach, don't be afraid to try things, especially if it's something that's becoming popular throughout the industry and the hobby. It could work for you, but we also want to encourage people, when you're trying these new methods like us, this method for our incubation has worked for years. We've never switched anything, because it's worked every time. We get great clutches that hatch out, no issues with humidity throughout the incubation process or anything like that. But at the same time, we are also looking for something that, could save. You know, we do our best to try to limit the costs and overheads for anything going on season by season or anything with the animals. And if it works and it can save, then those funds can be transferred over to something else with the company, whether it's rats, snake purchases or anything like that, just even supplies, paper towels, whatever. So we're gonna try the Orbeez thing. We're gonna get some in. We're gonna set up some tubs, figure out how to do all that, and have them incubate in the incubator with the clutches, and put some temperature gauges in there and just see how they do. Over 55 days, so that we can try to hopefully move forward to that next year. So definitely something that we are going to look into, and of course we'll make some videos and show you guys what's going on with our progress with that too. So as you can tell, dry bedding over here, nice wet bedding in the middle, and we just give that a really good mix. Make sure we're mixing all of the corners. Make sure all that wet bedding is mixing up with the dry, because we don't want any dry spots in the bedding. Cause humidity issues possibly later on, but overall we just make sure everything's well mixed, all the corners are mixed up, and we squeeze it. There's no water that drops through, but it clumps up. That's perfect. So fairly quick and simple. If you guys end up doing egg boxes and stuff like that, I think it's important to figure out your regimen. It makes things go way quicker, and helps you dial in on your incubation and productions in your future years. So we push our egg tray all the way down to the bedding. So we have our egg boxes done. Alrighty, perfect guys. Thanks for sticking with us. Now that we have our clutch card laid out, so again, super excited about this pairing, about pulling this clutch. We're very happy that this female went this year with the male that we used. So again, on our clutch card, we have our clutch, our company name, the year, and what number clutch it is. Over on the top right, we have our ovulation, pre-ovulation shed, and the date laid. So this clutch is from, the male was a puzzle, double het hypopide, and the female was an orange dream chocolate and she fire. This clutch is so important for us because not only do we understand that we're going to end up doing some shed testing, and we're going to hit up Charlie over at shedtesting.com. Always use Charlie. He's such a great help to this industry and what we do. So we're going to be sending some shed tests when this clutch hatches to test for hypopide. This goal here is just to try to get some multi genes that are het puzzle and hopefully at least het hypo, especially females, to hold back. So we're really looking for chocolate, orange dream, double het hypo puzzles. I'll be open to anything in the pied range. So we're going to test for the hypopide on everything. Everything in this clutch will be 100% het puzzle, because the puzzle is the dad, and that's a visual recessive. And you guys will be able to see in the main cover of this video, we'll have a picture of the dad up there. But yeah, so we're gonna, I just want to see how many eggs this girl got. I'm very excited about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the mom out. Let's see what we got. Okay, guys, so here she is. Don't mind the mess in the bottom corner of her tub, because we're gonna be doing a bedding change after every time we get a female that lays. After we pull the female off, we get the clutch out. Their tub gets a whole clean, full clean, new bedding, new water cup, and the rack that they're in, that spot in the rack gets cleaned out with cleaning solution and everything like that. We don't wash our females. I find no need to wash a female. I honestly haven't done that in years, and I haven't had any differences in feeding response or anything like that. So, once they go through their pre-lay shed, we usually do a tub cleaning after they have their pre-lay shed. And then that's the last time that I'll clean their tub. I try not to disturb them after their pre-lay shed and just let them do their thing and just keep checking on them for eggs. Um, so again, this girl, she is gorgeous. I love this female. One of my favorite females that we hatched out very early on. This girl was actually from 2019, so she's a bit older. She is a proven breeder for us before, so she's laid clutches before, and you can tell as you see the normal bedding. She moved all the bedding away so that she's sitting directly on the heat, and she's actually showing the perfect coil. Her head's tucked down in the top, the only air vent. Her entire body is wrapped around the clutch. We can't even tell or begin to think about how many eggs we ended up actually getting on this clutch. So let's see what we got. And what I do is I pretty much just put my hand over the female's head so that she understands we're not here to hurt her. And she did not hold off. She's not aggressive. She's just calm. We take her off slow. So we'll put her away and let's see. This is awesome. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 eggs. And this is awesome because 7 eggs, that's 7 different chances at multi-gene het puzzle combos. And really looking forward to this. Hopefully we can grab some females from this pairing and start raising them up. Really looking to expand our female spot with the puzzle stuff. Alrighty guys, so here we have it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs. Perfect amount for this girl. And as always, we're gonna try to go dark real quick. We'll try to get some candlelight just to make sure that the eggs are all fertile. Okay. Okay, guys, so I just want to point out, you know, let's see, let's do this one. Okay, you guys can see that pretty clear. See all those veins? That's what we're looking for in a fertile egg. Now, not all the time will slugs be yellow and hard. So if you look at this one, you see some veins, but it's pretty much yellow. We do see some veins going on, but this is just something that we check for. This is why we candle. So like that egg, I'll keep a good eye on through incubation. Now we don't open the tub on incubation. Once they go in the box, we open it at day 55 to remove the press and seal. Other than that, we do not mess with the eggs. If the eggs go bad in incubation, then we will not find out until day 55. I just don't like messing with the eggs, causing temperature fluctuations, because every time that you open, our incubator is pretty much dialed in, but if you were to open the tub multiple times, like even throughout incubation with using this press and seal, we're going to get condensation throughout incubation on inside, on top of the eggs from the film. But even that, I never open the tub to clear that. And there, don't pay attention to the myth. A bad egg will not harm a good egg. Has been proven, and we have dealt with it many times before. So don't worry if you do have an egg that goes bad during incubation, because it does happen. So, and as always, after we get our egg count, we mark the card down. So this is 7 eggs, 0 slugs. We're on clutch 4, 0 slugs. So hopefully we can keep this rolling. Love the egg count on this female. So again, this is going to be for some shots at everything will be het puzzle. Really excited about that. And then we'll genetic test for hypo and pied to see if we can get lucky and get some pos heads to transfer over into the babies. So we're going to go ahead and put this away, and then we'll get the female's tub cleaned up. Alrighty guys, so there we have it. Our female tub's all cleaned out, new bedding, new everything. We pop her back in her tub. We've checked to make sure she didn't have any eggs left inside of her belly. Usually with the concave, you can pretty much tell just by feel if there's something in there. But this girl seems to be all good. Again, very happy with this female. Now it's time to get her back on her normal feeding routine and get her to gain some weight again so that we can start thinking about what her next goal pairing is going to be for the following year. Alrighty guys, and there we have it. That was clutch 4 for 2025. We want to really appreciate and say a special thank you for you guys who have continued to watch the progress with the videos, and this year especially with the clutch updates. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking out the video. We really appreciate everybody who takes the time out of their day or to listen to it in the background while you guys are continuing on with what you're doing for this current day. Um, Again, that was a really one of my favorite females that we do have here in the Chocolate Project. We're very happy with trying to see her progression forward and the animals that she's going to be hatching out for us. Very excited to add more into the puzzle stuff. And again, we're going to be testing because I'm really hoping that something out of the clutch, especially female wise, will pass over the traits and end up proving out to be het hypo and maybe even het pied. I think that's going to be a pretty cool um, project with the puzzle pied stuff, but we definitely, anything with pied, we really hope for the Enchi to be in there because the Enchi is going to bring us more pattern, which is the main goal for that project. But yeah, again, clutch 4 on the year. It's in the books, in the incubator, 7 eggs, 0 slugs. Very happy with that. It looks like the clutch is going to be due to be on day 55 around June 7th. So make sure that you're staying tuned into the channel and our updates on Instagram because when we get these clutches start hatching out, we're going to be filming the content and bringing it to you guys direct. So we appreciate everybody stopping in and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.